Welcome to Freedom Flow, 4th of July. We'll begin today in child's pose. Maybe opening your knees out wide, sitting your hips in the direction of your heels. Hips and heels don't have to touch. Extending your arms forward with a slight bend in your elbows. Maybe some sort of prop under your forehead. Or welcoming the ground with your forehead, touching the earth with your third eye center. Connection of your palms to the ground, spreading your fingers wide. Take a deep breath in through your nose and send your breath all the way down to your belly into both of your lungs before completely exhaling back out through your nose. Take your time with the breath, breathing slowly, deeply down, and then completely exhale. One more cycle of your belly breath here. Wherever we go today, just finding a way to practice that feels beneficial to you, to your body, to your energy. Stay with the breath. Coming up to stack your joints in all fours. We'll have knees under hips, wrists under the shoulders, slight bend at the elbows. Inhale, open your heart, cow spine. Exhale, round your back, tuck your tailbone, and release the crown of your head downward to cat. Inhale to flow, leading with your heart. Exhale and round. For 3. Last one. Come back to center. Long, neutral, stacked spine. We'll exhale, look over our right shoulder and gently send your hips over to the right. Inhale, look back to center. Find your alignment. Then exhale, gaze over your left shoulder and wag your hips to the left. We'll do that again, once each side. Inhale, center. Exhale, right. Inhale, alignment. Exhale and wag left. Inhale to center. Exhale, downward facing dog. Tuck your toes, shift your hips to the sky. Bend your knees a little or a whole bunch. Heels never have to touch the ground. External rotation of your shoulders, so armpits going inward. Belly button to spine. We're going to inhale, bend our knees. Maybe knees are stacked under hips, floating your shins from the earth. Bear pose. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, bear pose. Long spine. Exhale, down dog. Inhale to bear. Exhale to dog. With your breath for 2. Last one. Bear pose. Shoulders are over the wrists. Release your knees down. Start to walk either your knees back or your hands forward, finding a plank variation. Long spine, shoulders sliding softly down the back towards each other so the chest stays open, the neck stays long. Keep belly button to spine, activation of the deep core muscles. Exhale, bend from your elbows. Allow elbows to brush your rib cage as you travel all the way down onto your belly for low cobra. We're going to squeeze our legs together, root the tops of our feet down until you feel the legs. 1 to 2 pounds of weight enters your hands. Keep softly squeezing shoulders down your back towards each other to open the heart, and then decide if you want to inhale and lift your heart from the ground. Exhale, releasing low cobra. Inhale, lift the heart, low cobra. Exhale, release down. For 3 if it feels good. If it doesn't serve you today, leave it behind. This is your freedom flow. You are free to do what feels beneficial to you. I think we might have one more. Inhale and release. We're going to slide our hands out a little bit wider, like a traditional push-up position. Elbows will be under the wrist as elbows are bent, pressing through the palms. Inhale, lift the heart. We've got a wide hand set, low cobra. If you want, exhale, look over your right shoulder. Inhale, center. Exhale to the left. One more each side. Inhale. Exhale, right. Inhale. Exhale to the left. If you want, from here, you can dip your right shoulder down. Inhale, look center. Exhale, dip your left shoulder down. One more each side. Shoulder dips. Inhale, low cobra, and exhale, releasing down to your belly. Reset your breath in alligator pose. The hands are stacked on each other, resting the forehead on the hands. One more cycle of breath here. If you want, you can bend your knees, float your feet to the sky, possibly slowly windshield wiper your lower legs one way. Inhale, center, and exhale the other direction, massaging the tops of the thighs, the quadriceps. Come back to center as you breathe in. As you exhale, downward facing dog. A child's pose is a lot like a down dog, so if you ever want to go there instead, then take that. From down dog, maybe you want to walk out your feet, alternating one heel down and then the other, nice and slow, remembering that heels never have to touch the ground. Releasing attachment to outcome, releasing attachment to what each pose looks like. Focus inward on how it feels. And slow the feet. If you want to shift heels slowly one way and the other, if there's anything else that you like to do here, add that. Before coming back to center, big breath in, balls of the feet, float the heels. Exhale, look forward, kind of a little bear pose there. Then walking feet towards the hands into a forward fold. Knees are going to stay at least a little bit bent wherever we go, if not more. Maybe a nice deep bend here in the knees. Rooting through the heels, spread the toes gently wide and place them down as well. Inhaling, coming up to halfway lift, long stacked spine. Energy through the crown of the head, out the tailbone, belly button draws up and in. Hands can be on some props or on your legs. Exhale, fold down. Release the crown of your head downward with each fold. Draw your shoulders down, your back to lengthen the neck, but allow the shoulder blades to elevate at the same time, slightly towards the ears. Bend your knees a whole bunch, place weight in the heels, open the heart. This is like you're doing a squat, load the glutes. Inhale and stand all the way up. Welcoming your breath with the sun, exhaling down to your heart center, your mountain pose, or your Tadasana. One more cycle of breath here, maybe choosing some sort of intention to guide you through your practice today, your freedom flow, whether that be gratitude or anything else that is serving you today. When you have that, seal your intention at your heart center with your hands, meeting the heart, feeling the heartbeat and your breath, possibly the internal sound of Om. We'll begin to flow, just taking it at your own pace with your own breath, skipping, adding on as you please. Inhale, reaching up, maybe opening the heart for a moment. Exhale, realignment of the spine to forward fold. Inhale, come up halfway and get long through the spine. Exhale, hands down, step back to your plank. Release the knees anytime. Exhale, lowering halfway or to your belly. Inhale, a low or a high cobra with knees still down. Bend the elbows, neck is long, heart is open. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, come to the balls of your feet. Exhale, bear pose to forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, bend your knees, sink into the heels, load the glutes, and climb. Mountain pose. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, develop the hands up, open the heart for a moment. Exhale, restack the spine to forward fold. Inhale, come up halfway and get long. Exhale, hands down, whatever leg you usually step back with. Do not step back with that leg, but don't worry about it too much. Find your plank. Exhale, lowering halfway or to the belly. Inhale, low cobra, high cobra, or possibly elbows stay bent. You press through the tops of your feet, lift your knees, and there's your upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale to the balls of your feet. Exhale, bend your knees and step forward into your fold. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, bend your knees and climb your mountain. Last sun salutation A. Inhale, open the heart. Exhale, align the spine and forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands down. Make your way back to plank lightly. Follow your exhalation halfway or to your belly. Inhale, any heart opener that feels beneficial in your body. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathe it out. If a lot of heat is accumulating in your body, I recommend an open mouth exhale. For one more breath. That exhalation might have sound, it might not. Inhale, balls of the feet. Exhale, make your way lightly into forward fold to halfway lift. Inhale, get long. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, bend your knees. Remember, the toes are down, but we're sinking into the heels. Load the glutes and climb. Tadasana. Realign with your intention. Feel your heartbeat and your breath. Internalize the sound of Om. Embrace freedom, empowerment, and self-love as you reach the sky. Exhale, bring it down and ground to the earth. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, hands down, step back to your plank. Add a flow or skip it. Exhale, down dog. Curl your big toes to touch. Allow a space between your heels. Next inhale, maybe float your right leg to the sky, three-legged dog. Bend from your right knee. Exhale, right knee in the direction of your nose. Look past your hands. Release your left knee down and guide your right foot up between the hands for a low lunge. Front knee over the ankle. Tuck or untuck the back toes. See what feels better in the left knee and with your balance. Then inhale, rising. Bring the torso up. Add the arms where they feel good. Feel open at the front of the hips. Feel aligned in the hips, so gently drawing right hip back, left forward, just till you feel about even. Forget about what it looks like. Exhale, hands down. Step back to plank. Add a flow. Exhale, down dog. Touch the big toes, heels apart. Inhale, left leg might come to the sky, three-legged dog. Exhale, bend from the left knee, look past the hands, release the right knee, and guide the left foot forward. Stacking the front knee over the ankle, setting up for your low lunge. Inhale to rise. And think about everything we did in the first low lunge. So we're opening the front of the hips, we're leveling the hips, forgetting about what it looks like. And now add drawing the legs towards each other, all directions. Find that stability. And then your breath, big breath in. Exhale, hands come down, step back to plank. Add your flow if you want. Inhale brings you to open the heart. And exhale brings you to a child's glory down dog. And bring in the big toes to touch. Inhale, right leg to the sky, three-legged dog. Maybe you choose to open the right hip, bend from the right knee, and flex the right foot, keeping the shoulders feeling level with each other. Inhale, lengthen the right leg, close the hips. Exhale, guide your right foot between your hands. I like to set my left knee down to do that. Inhale, a high lunge, back heel in line with back ankle, front knee over ankle, then rooting to rise. Use your glutes to come up, use your core. Big breath in. Deep breath out. Inhale here. Exhale, find your plank. Add a flow if that feels serving to you. Exhale, down dog. There's a little ant on my mat. I gotta blow it off. Fly, little ant, fly. From your down dog, touch the toes. Inhale, left leg to the sky. Open the left hip. Bend the left knee. Flex the left foot. Level the shoulders. Inhale, left leg long, close the hips so they feel about even. Exhale, left foot between your hands. Inhale, your high lunge. Lots of energy through the right leg. The right knee is soft though. Energize through the right heel. Stay active yet relaxed throughout the body. Exhale, hands down, step back to your plank, maybe a flow. Exhaling, down dog. Inhale to the balls of your feet. Exhale, bend your knees and make your way forward into a fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, bend your knees, squat to the top of your mountain. Sparkle the fingers up to the sky. And exhale, bring some energy down to the heart center. Recover here. Basking yourself in your intention, observing your heartbeat and your breath without judgment, expectation, or comparison. Releasing attachment to outcome, embracing gratitude in this moment, and internalizing the sound of Om. From mountain, inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, come up halfway, get long through the spine. Exhale, forward fold. Maybe hugging opposite hands and opposite elbows for a moment. Slowly, gently rocking side to side. Up and down, maybe a little rotation. And release the hands onto something. Bend the knees, inhale for chair pose. Open the heart, sinking into your heels. I'm on a little bit of a downhill, so my balance may be just a little off today. If you're like, what is she doing? You can see your toes just past the knees. The toes are down light. We're sinking into the heels. Load the glutes, neutral low back curve. Heart feels open. One more breath in. Sparkle the fingers. Exhale, forward fold. From here, maybe joining a finger or two behind your low back, possibly hugging a strap, interlacing your fingers if that feels nice. This is an intense shoulder stretch, so just tuning in to your shoulders, seeing what they would like from you today. If you want, slowly inhale and welcome the hands up towards the sky. Breathe in expansion and exhaling, fully releasing your breath. Next inhale, float the arms down by your sides and come up halfway. Exhale, find your plank. Hold on to your plank for maybe 3 breaths. You can set the knees down if you want. We're going to release our right knee down, our right hand down, right wrist under right shoulder, or right wrist slightly forward at the right shoulder. Pivoting on the right knee, sending the lower right leg diagonally back behind you, opening toward your left in a side plank variation. Possibly drawing your left arm up towards the sky. You can also extend your left arm forward of your head, look down towards the ground or slightly forward of the mat. If it feels good in your body to float the top leg up, either pointing the toes, gently flexing the foot or something in between. Stacking the top hip over the lower hip. Take one more breath, lifting up and out of the lower side oblique. And then releasing to switch sides. Left hand comes down, left knee comes down. Opening towards your right. Adding the right arm where that feels good. And then floating the top leg. 2 more cycles of breath. And slowly start to release. Come back to your plank. Add a flow or exhale straight back to downward facing dog, which is what I'm doing. You see me skip those flows often, and you should honor your body and skip them when you want to as well. From down dog, touch the big toes. Inhale, right leg possibly comes to the sky. Exhale, guide your right foot between your hands. Inhale, high lunge. From high lunge, root through your right heel. Keep the right toes down gently. We're going to keep a soft bend at the right knee wherever we go. See if you can exhale, step the left foot forward. Finding a balance here on the ball of the left foot. Maybe you lengthen your right leg. Start to peel the sole of the left foot from the earth, bending from the left knee, possibly drawing the left knee up to about left hip height. Remember, release attachment to what it looks like and outcome. If you notice the left hip is really high, gently bring the left hip down so it feels about even with the right. Maybe arms up to the sky. Maybe you exhale, bend from the right knee, sink into the right heel, keep the right toes down. Sitting into a one-legged chair, then crossing the left leg over the right for eagle leg. Squeeze the legs together. Keep hip joints looking forward. Brave eagle. Possibly now hugging the left arm under the right. Maybe eagling the arms by tucking the right arm into the left elbow crease and possibly the palms touch. My eagle pose didn't always look this fierce. Release attachment to the look of the pose. Focus on the feel of the pose. And you can adjust the stretch in the shoulders by drawing the elbows downward or upward. Try to look past the arms, something unmoving. And when you're ready, slowly unwind the arms, draw the elbows downward. Keep the left foot floating if you can. Bend from the left knee. Possibly you had a dancer here. You can play with a strap around the front of your left ankle and hug that strap in your left hand. No pulling with the strap, just support. Or you can hug your left hand around the inside or outside of the left foot. Bringing the left knee in so the left knee stays aligned with left hip, and then reaching the right arm for the sky. Inhale, get long. Exhale, start to send energy through the left foot into the left hand. It's okay if you fall. If you are watching right now, I'm falling all over the place. Look at something unmoving, not me. Add the right arm forward, energy through the palm. Sparkle the fingers. And when you're ready, slowly reverse your motions to leave your dancer pose. You might want to shake out the feet a little bit. Notice how open you feel in the mid and upper spine, how stable you feel in the low back. When you're ready, we'll slowly glide our left foot back into our high lunge, touching down the ball of the left foot behind us, reaching the arms up towards the sky. Exhale, slowly bring the hands down. Keep front knee over front ankle. You can release the back knee down or keep it lifted. Bringing the left hand to a block or to the earth, maybe in a fist. Keep using your right inner thigh, your adductor, to stack the front knee over the ankle. And as you exhale, rotation from your mid-abdominals, the rib cage up, maybe twisting towards your right. Right hand can come to your low back. Extend it out, up, or half bind. Right arm behind your low back. Right palm is open. Get really long through the back leg, through the spine, and out the crown of the head. One more cycle of breath in your twist. Inhale, slowly unwind from your twist. And from here, we're going to exhale, turn our back heel in and release it down. Your left toes are pointed towards the side of your mat, and your right toes will stay forward towards the front of your mat. A slight bend at the left knee and front knee over ankle. Coming up to warrior two. I'm going to reach forward with my left hand. My right hand might be on a prop. As I inhale, I'll follow the left arm up, and then reaching back behind me with the left arm. Check that your front knee is directly over your ankle. Sometimes it starts to shift inward, and that just means you need to root down through the edges of your feet more, especially the outer edges. Inhale, flipping our palms towards the sky. Maybe extending your reach forward towards the right, and then exhaling to reverse your warrior. Right arm up and overhead. Do what you want with the left arm, just be light. Looking down, forward or up, what feels best in the neck. Notice sensation in the body, one more cycle of breath. Inhale, arriving back at warrior two. Joining your hands behind your low back, maybe hugging a finger or two, a strap, interlacing the fingers. We're going to turn our torso on a diagonal, staying with the warrior two legs. You can stay high up in your humble warrior two. You can also come down to halfway lift. Or if it feels okay in your hips and your balance, you can diagonally fold your torso to the inside of the right thigh, then hugging the right thigh in towards the torso. Hands might stay at your low back, or you might extend them upwards towards the sky for a shoulder rinse. 2 more cycles of breath. And slowly releasing the hands down. Pivot to the ball of the back foot so you're in your high lunge legs, or you could call this a runner's lunge. We'll exhale, step back to plank. Add a flow here if you're craving one, halfway or to the belly. Inhale, heart opener you like. Exhale, downward facing dog. And resetting the breath here for 3 more cycles before beginning on the left. Start to touch the big toes together. Inhale the left leg to the sky if you want. Exhale, sending your left foot up between your hands. Inhaling to a high lunge. Pause here, enjoy the practice and the pose and how you feel. Then exhale, rooting through the left heel to step the right foot forward. Balance on the ball of the right foot or lengthen the left leg. Start to bring the right foot up by bending the right knee, driving the right knee to possibly around hip height. Reach up with the arms, energy in the toes. When you're ready, exhale, bend the left knee. Remember, sink the left heel, toes are down light, load the glute. One-legged chair to cross your right leg over the left in eagle. Hips are forward, now bringing the arms down. Right arm under left for a hug or eagle the arms. Squeeze the legs, squeeze the arms. This pose is very beneficial for your circulation. That squeeze really invigorates the body. And then upon release, the blood really flows out towards the limbs, towards the fingers and the toes. 1 more cycle of breath. And then slowly unwind the arms, drawing the elbows downward. standing tall into your dancer. Use your strap if you want, or hug either side of the right foot in the right hand. Focus on positive form, what feels beneficial, forget about what it looks like. That left knee soft. And then flying outward, also upward with the right leg into the right hand. Sparklers in the left fingertips. Looking forward. Slowly reverse your motions. Release the pose. Shake it out. We're going to keep the left foot as our root. Glide the right leg back into your high lunge. Reach for a moment. Big breath in. Deep breath out, and we'll set the hands down for our twist. Back knee can always release. Front knee is over ankle. We're drawing the left hip back, right forward. Exhale, twisting towards your left. Send the left arm where it feels nice to bring it maybe into a bind. Two more cycles of breath, getting long through the spine. Inhale, unwind your twist. Finding our warrior two, exhale, the back heel in and down. The right toes are now towards the side of the mat, the left toes forward. Front knee over ankle, follow the right arm, reach forward, reach up, and reach out. Warrior two. Flip the palms to the sky. Inhale, sliding, reach forward towards your left. Exhale, reverse your warrior. And about 3 breaths here, neutral low back curve. Feel your side body expansion with your breath and fully breathing out upon the exhalation. Inhale, returning to warrior two. If you want, you can hug your hands behind your low back. Make sure your stance doesn't feel too long here. Maybe interlacing your fingers, then turning your torso on a diagonal forward so that if you decide to bow into humble warrior two, your torso is going to come to the inside of the left thigh and then hugging the left thigh in. Hands at the low back or shoulder rents, hands to the sky. Once you get cozy, 2 more breaths. And slowly releasing the hands down to the ground, pivot onto the ball of your back foot into your runner's lunge. From here, set the hands down. You can stay in your plank, you can add a flow, or you can try out a side plank. Left hand down, stacking the top hip on the lower hip. You can always release the lower leg. You can stack the feet. You can fly the upper leg if you want into a sideways star. One more breath. And then releasing. If you're in anything one-sided, now it's time to switch sides. Maybe you're adding that starburst. One more cycle of breath. And releasing. Add a flow if you want, or I'm sitting back to my child's pose. Exhale. Bring it down. Reset your breath. Return to any intentions that you previously set for your practice to guide you. Return to any points of gratitude that you are acknowledging today. And layer all of that by internalizing the sound of Om. When you're ready, possibly finding your downward facing dog. Bringing your right knee bent towards your right elbow, then releasing your lower right leg to the ground for a front pigeon. This can also be done on your back, which I'll show next. for front pigeon, doesn't matter if the lower right leg is parallel or diagonal. You can adjust the stretching sensation in your own body by adjusting how parallel the lower right leg is. For me, mine is very diagonal. You can stay high, getting up on top of the hips. Be gentle with your body. This pose has a lot of weight on the hips. Maybe sliding a prop under your right glute. You can come to your forearms, stack your fists, rest your forehead down, or occasionally I'll see some people fully release in pigeon. If that is something comfortable for you, you go ahead and do that. So tuning in. Now, if none of that is working, or you were waiting for pigeon on your back, lay down, bring the left foot down, flex the right foot, bring the right ankle somewhere on the left thigh. If you don't feel anything, hug behind the left thigh and draw the legs closer into the body. If you're on your front, then we'll do the second side on the front. If you're on your back, then we'll do the second side on our back. Maybe spending one more full complete cycle of breath in either variation of pigeon or wherever you went is the perfect place to be. And slowly reverse your motions to get out of either pigeon. Maybe adding a transitional pose if you like a down dog, or hug the legs in if you're on your back. From down dog to go to front pigeon, you're going to bend from your left knee, bring the left knee towards the left elbow, release the lower left leg, do any propping up that you'd like. And if you're on your back, remember to switch sides as well. Once you get cozy, it'll be about 5 breath cycles. When you feel ready, slowly reverse your motions to leave the pose. And eventually we'll all meet up and seated. Maybe crisscross applesauce legs to start. Palms turned up towards the sky. Maybe you imagine some beautiful fireworks above your head into the sky, surrounding you with light and love and freedom. Take this where it feels good to you. See if you like a Z-sit by bending from your right knee, tucking your lower right leg to the right side of your body, but the sole of the right foot is pointing up towards those fireworks. The left knee is bent, the lower left leg is coming forward of the body. We'll release our left hand down, or maybe make a fist with the left hand. Now here's the fun part. We're going to develop our heart open, reaching up with the right arm if you'd like. Try not to collapse into this left shoulder. Keep the neck long, shoulders down the back. It feels good to go into a variation of wild thing. Then you're going to develop the hips up. You might look back behind you to the side, what feels good. Possibly add a mudra with the right hand, anything that is your favorite. Possibly some OK fingers, tucking the pointer finger into the thumb. An infinite circle with the fingers. Breathing deeply. On an exhale, slowly reverse your motions, develop the hips down, and pausing here. In this pose, sometimes very excruciatingly uncomfortable, so if it doesn't feel beneficial in your body, just skip it and go on to the next side. We'll meet back up. If you want, you can leave your legs in a Z-sit. I usually tuck my left foot under my right leg because it just feels more cozy to me. If you want, you can bring your hands down behind you. I would flare the fingertips away from your body. You can also make fists with the hands, keep the elbows bent, lift the heart, shoulders down the back. Now, if it feels good in your body, you can come to your forearms. Hands will be at your low back, kind of like fish pose. Look forward, maybe looking up, opening the throat, which is also an intense feeling. Any arching back is from the mid and upper spine, the low back lengthens. Breathe into your heart center. Deeply exhale, one more cycle. Exhale, tuck the chin to the chest. If you want, you can lay all the way back. Maybe reaching your arms up overhead and possibly prana mudra. So that's like the peace sign. So pointer and middle finger circulating your life force energy with your breath and your prana mudra. Mudras are a shape you make with your hands that help focus your mind, body, and your energy, sometimes also corresponding to different pressure points in the body, which I don't know that much about. One more breath here. And start to unwind the legs, bringing the feet down, bending the knees. As you exhale, you can hug under your thighs or over your shins, rocking from side to side. Eventually, you rock all the way over or all the way up. And we'll switch sides. This time we'll be tucking our lower left leg to the left side of our body. Sole the left foot to the sky. In our Z sit, our lower right leg comes in front of the body. Oh, I wish you guys could see this. There's the most awesome lizard. I think it's a desert gecko. I don't know. My husband told me what it is. But if I move the camera, I might not get this camera angle back because you guys are kind of propped up on some rocks. And the lizards are pretty skittish. So if I can get a picture of them, I'll add it somewhere. So right hand comes down to the ground. Maybe make a fist with the right hand. You're going to develop the heart up. You just do whatever you want with the left arm. Maybe you reach it up. If it feels good to develop the hips up, then do that. Maybe adding a mudra, possibly the pointer finger meets the thumb, in an infinite circle of wisdom, exploration, peace. And slowly reverse your motions. Bring the hips down. Go where you go. It doesn't matter. Release attachment to outcome. You want to do that real weird reclining hero, then I'm going to tuck my right foot under my left knee, which I don't think is always done, but I like it, so I'm doing it. So hands can be down, forearms can be down, maybe a little fish pose, open the heart. Find your breath. Exhale, chin to chest. Lay all the way back if you want. Raise the arms overhead. Prana mudra, peace sign fingers. Life force energy flowing throughout your body. If you like fireworks, if you find them fun, then imagine them above you in the sky, so bright and beautiful. The feeling of freedom surrounding you, the feeling of joy and peace. Imagine the fun you feel on 4th of July, your favorite traditions, surrounded by family and or friends. Slowly release the pose. Exhale, hug all of that positive energy, those good vibes in with your legs, under the thighs or over the shins. Rock side to side if you like to do that. Would you like some military style abdominals? Well, if you do, we'll go there next. So I'm going to keep my back and my head down for the start. I'm going to bend my knees so knees are over the hips. This one's a little tricky to teach for me. I don't know why. But I'm going to start by extending my left leg long, my right arm up overhead. So it'll be opposite arm as leg. And then switching sides. So return to the starting position. Then right leg long, left arm up overhead. If that is not hard enough, exhale, peel your shoulder blades and your head off of the ground. And then switch sides. Breathe. I like to exhale as I return to the start. Inhale as I fly opposite arm as leg long. We are doing these because my mom said she wanted a video with these in the video. So, you can thank her. Just do however many you want. And returning, pressing through the feet, especially the heels, keeping the hands and arms rooting down. We're going to inhale and roll up one vertebrae of our spine at a time, beginning with the sacrum. Finding your mobility as the hips come high. Strength in the back of the body. This is very good for your low back as long as it feels beneficial. It's very healthy for your low back. Opening up the front of the hip flexors. And you can do this for about as long as you did the military style abdominals. When you're ready, slowly exhale down one vertebrae of your spine at a time, releasing the hips down less, releasing the lips, releasing the hips, just releasing it all. And arms can be down or out beside the shoulders. Slowly starting to windshield wiper the legs one way, looking off across your opposite shoulder. And a gentle twist. Inhale, knees come up. Exhale, switching sides. Maybe spending a breath cycle. Or taking this as more of a flow. Move with your breath. Next time the legs come over to your left side, go ahead and leave them there. Draping your right arm over your heart. Inhale, look up. Possibly exhale. Continue to twist as you gaze over toward the left, not too far. Extending your left arm out to your left side if that is okay. Your reclined twist. And about 3 cycles of breath here. To get out of it, inhale, reverse your motions, come to your back. And other direction, legs over to the left this time. Inhale, lengthen and look to the sky. Exhale and twisting towards your left. After you get cozy, about 3 rounds of your breath. Inhaling back to center. Exhaling, hug the legs in, maybe lengthening the legs to the sky. And this is candlestick. What could we call this that would be fun for 4th of July? Maybe firecracker? I don't know. Are those long? Oh, they have those other ones, Roman candlesticks, I think they're called. Like that firework, I don't know. I was never really I like to watch the fireworks. I don't like to play with them because they're very dangerous. So yes, word of caution, please be safe this 4th of July. Maybe bending the knees, opening the knees outward, kissing the toes, bring the feet towards each other. Tailbone is down. Do whatever you want with your hands. Maybe hands hug the feet, maybe they don't. Tuck the chin to release pressure away from the jaw joints. Maybe opening the soles of the feet up into a happy baby. Drawing the tailbone down. Remember, do what you want with the hands. If you feel really tight, stay still. If you feel kind of loose, kind of open here, then maybe you want to rock from side to side. Do this for as long as you want. If you have any additional movements or stretches that you want to do, you have plenty of time to do those before welcoming Savasana. As you do come into Savasana, I encourage you to choose any pose that you like. It does not have to be on your back. The sun is hitting me pretty intensely, so I am probably going to lay on my belly. And we didn't do all that much on our belly, so that also might be a good option, even if you're indoors at this time. And revisiting your intention or any points of gratitude that you were focusing on today. Embracing a feeling of freedom, happiness, peace. We must first create all of that within ourselves before we can experience it externally. All feelings come from within you. Internalizing the sound of Om. And slowly releasing breath control. Slowly releasing intentions, meditation practices, any focused thinking releases. And staying in the present moment with your breath. Welcoming any thoughts or feelings to flow through you. Don't push them away, just let them float by. Not getting caught up in attachments. Releasing judgments, expectations, and comparisons. Be with the breath. Be with Mother Earth. Let her hold you. In a few moments of silence for our freedom flow, our 4th of July flow. And start to wiggle your fingers and toes. That is if you're ready to leave Savasana. Welcome any transitional poses like moving to one side of your body or anything else. And slowly making your way up into a seated position. Gather some energy for yourself. Reach up to the sky above. Exhale, bring it down to your heart center. Namaste. The light in me honors the light in each of you. Thank you so much for joining me. I wish you well this 4th of July. I hope you enjoyed our beautiful Freedom Flow yoga. And if you like the videos, please consider liking, sharing, or subscribing. It's free to subscribe, and we'd love to have you join our channel, our community. Namaste. See you next time.